Everyone welcome on Friends World TV, Indus Age and Radio Bollywood Beats. I'm Varun Tiwari and today we have a crew, producers, directors and writers, all the crew of Anno 2020. Yes, the movie coming soon. The movie coming from 2020, we have to know about that. So today, James, Gil and Oren, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
First of all, I want to congratulate you. You done a movie. Now it's come. Because after a long journey and long waiting, I know that how the hard it is when you're working for a long time and that waiting period. Now we want to congratulate you. There is a premiere, sold out premieres, like a fully on in Melbourne, now coming on Sydney on 13th of September.
Yes, we sold out already the 3 premieres last year. So the first one was in Sydney, then we went to Melbourne and Brisbane, and now we're getting ready for streaming September 13th.
So Anno 2020, based on like a story between COVID time. So I will come to the James first. James, tell us about, like, you're the producer, you're the director, you're the writer as well, and 5 years of a long journey took for this movement comes now. So what do you want to say?
I just want to clarify that Gil's the lead producer and I'm the writer-director. And after 5 years, we only had a budget of $6,000. So it was sort of an experimental movie that would be difficult to get financed, especially during that time. So we found a way to make it work, and a lot of that was partnering with other people around the world. So we shot in 17 cities around the world, and I would say this is like a mystery drama that could have been shot before COVID, but we decided to shoot it during that period to heighten the intensity. So it made it a bit more sort of personable and relatable, I guess.
Like your Anno 2020 poster saying, with a mask, girl is standing. So it is around all thing about COVID?
That's the backdrop, and then I would say we have a lot of stories that could have been told at any time, but we just decided to set it during this period. But we do show daily life during that time as well, during the COVID time. So
what inspired you for this movie?
I think it started out with me just because I'm a novelist as well, so it's a novel first, and it's a film adaptation of a novel, and it was me just trying to experience, trying to think about what are we going through during this time and process that, like all of us were, because we've never experienced this before, you know.
And what type of restrictions, especially in the COVID time, it is not easy. Especially with the 5 people, 2 people, 10 people, you plan and then next day, again, there's the problem.
Question.
And but you
No, that's exactly right. So I guess what we had to do is really think outside the box. And I remember this distinctly. It was James who rang me one day and said, Gil, I have an idea for a movie. We spoke about it, he told me his idea, and I thought, that's an incredible idea. Can we make it work? We don't know. We got our team together, we spoke about it, we nutted out all of the logistics, and James thought we could actually make this work. Now initially it was only meant to be shot in Australia, if you remember. But then James said, well, since we're going to be using different filmmaking techniques, we use Zoom a lot, we recorded half the movie pretty much on Zoom. Well, why restrict ourselves to only making it a national movie? Why not make it an international movie? And that's when we went and shot in 5 different countries, so we made it work.
Yeah. Tell something about the international cast, how you manage.
Well, I think James is the most qualified because he's the one who did all the casting. So James, tell him how you found him.
But I will say this, when James first mentioned this concept, you thought, hang on, is the idea crazy? Is James crazy?
Or both.
And then we thought both. But then you
you all are crazy.
We are. But I think you have to be a bit crazy in this industry and do things differently. And you know what? At that time, no one was working. There was no movies being made. Everything was basically shut down, as you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the industry yourself. And we thought, well, why not try to do something rather than not do anything? And I think that was James's thinking behind this.
But James will tell you more about the casting process, which was quite a process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically we had to go to people in different countries. So 5 different countries: China, Israel.
So you went everywhere around the globe.
We didn't because we couldn't.
Not
travel.
physically.
We travelled around
Zoom.
Australia. We shot all the Australian stuff, and that's about 40% of the movie. But then we've got China, Israel, Italy, US, and then here. So 5 countries. And we were surprised that we found many of the top actors in these countries, like really renowned actors. And some of it was like putting out casting calls, and I think because we benefited because no one was shooting during that time.
Yeah.
So I think if we try this now, what do you think?
Yeah.
Look, it'll be different.
Yeah, and also probably the most challenging part was the time differences.
Yeah,
because
the time
when we're for our 9 to 5 was like, I know some shoots started at like
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Like started, so you have to be alert at 3 a.m. Could be 12, 14-hour days, and then obviously we have to respect the other actors in their car because that's how we made it work.
But just on the cast as well, there were some cast members who James really wanted, and we thought these are the perfect people for our movie.
How many people will be there on the set? Maximum and minimum.
Maximum? You mean in
When
Australia?
you are doing the shoot in the COVID time.
Okay, well I would say probably the tennis court scene.
That was the
probably
most.
when we had the most.
20?
Around 15 to 20. And same in LA as well, when we did a couple of the bar scenes there as well.
Yeah.
There was there was even more because we had a lot of extras there as well.
Yeah.
So we probably had 30 to 40, maybe up to 50, only for that one particular scene. But I think more so 15 to 20 when we were shooting ourselves over here.
So you both are the actors in the movie.
I play a very, very small role in this movie, and as I said to you just before we got on here, that you wouldn't know that it's me, only because you know it's me. So I'm sort of in disguise.
I remember 2000 maybe 10 in the Liverpool. I saw your first movie on the theatre, and you both have the twins role in that, and that is on that day we are just thinking how. And in this movie, so you are doing the twins, or you have this?
Not at all.
Yeah.
You're referring to my cornerstone?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in that we were twins.
Yes.
And I think we were more identical than
We were.
But I think now over the years how should we say, expanded in different ways. And
We have. And James actually wrote that as well, and played one of the lead roles in that film as well.
But Oren's been pretty humble because his role has been highlighted as it's a sort of a comedic interlude, and it was a creative way to use the twin thing, where he plays an aspect of Gil while he's sleeping. So and the
Yes.
audiences have been they've been pretty shocked with that.
Look, there's a lot of interesting themes in this movie, and we, like James said, we needed to break it up with something. And Oren's character is it's a crazy character, isn't it, James? Like it's a lot of fun. It's wacky.
Yeah.
It's really out there. It's quirky, and I think that the film needed that. And Oren because Oren is quirky himself, so he just basically
we're all
played
crazy. We
himself.
said that before.
Yeah.
And it is actually a pretty crazy role and a character to play, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And what about the reviews and critics?
Yeah, the reviews have been amazing so far, including from America and the UK, and they're kind of ready. We've struck the sort of critics that are ready for something different, because we did win, like the award we won at the Titan International Film Festival was Best Experimental Film.
That's right.
So I
Wow.
think that's
Congratulations.
reflective of the type of movie it is, and it's not a mainstream type of film.
See, COVID is already gone, and you made around that COVID.
Yes.
So what's the things you are facing now? Because when you are promoting that your movie, and then what's the people are thinking, and what's expressions are coming back?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because there's different types of strains of COVID, which is supposedly making another comeback.
Yeah.
And so I think it's kind of still relevant in a way. Obviously not as much, but you still see people in the streets wearing masks, and I don't know if you've seen that,
Yeah.
James. There's still people wearing masks and they're very still worried and
Paranoid.
paranoid. Yeah, I think that's the word. to
avoiding
use.
a lot of public.
That's right. But yeah,
I mean, we wanted to release this earlier, right? Like
a lot earlier.
A lot earlier. So no one plans to do a 5-year, almost no-budget movie.
Yeah.
But that's how tricky it was. But I'm kind of glad because I think people had COVID overload before, but now 5 years from that, yeah, I think it's time to look back and go, well, what did we do? Why did some countries not lock down? Those types of things.
Yeah.
And what kind of techniques you make it in the making the movie, especially technical side of that thing? And can you explain, please, ANNO 2020?
Yes.
The full form of ANNO.
Yes.
Yes, so Anno means year in Latin, so year 2020. And the techniques we used, I would say, it was basically, it's an unusual movie in that it's combining many different plots together. So it's almost like if I gave you 5 movies and then we edit it so tightly that it fits into a normal feature. So it's got a bit of an episodic TV episode type, TV series type of feel to it. And then the techniques we used, as Gil said, you know, we didn't use not just zoom, but we used techniques where we make it, at the end of the day, we make it look like a video call, even if we shot it via normal cameras. And then there's just basically crisscrossing around the world. So while you're watching it, 1 minute you're in Tel Aviv, then you're in Beijing, then you're in Los Angeles, then you're in New York, then you're in Sydney. So you're getting that international feel. So I'm quite proud of that, especially for our budget, because I can't remember the last time in a Hollywood movie you would see 17 cities around the world. Like
17 cities in a small budget, and it is international. It
that's-
is like everywhere.
James Bond would probably
Yeah,
be,
but you know what, Varun, what we did find, and I think James and Gil especially, what they found, people can be so generous with their time.
Yeah.
And that's really, I think James and Gil would agree. They
I
were
feel the same thing.
And we needed it to be. It was a lot of favours, you know, and hopefully the payback is now going to come on the back end. But they just, everyone, I don't think there were too many people that said no.
No.
They go, we don't know much about this, but we think we want to be involved, and that's what we found. So, yeah, we're very lucky. We're very lucky with the people we got.
Really good on you guys. Gil, if you want to give some message to the audience
About the film or
about the film.
Yes, okay. Well, look, for me personally, this is something that's, as we've touched on, has been in the making for 5 years, and we're very proud of it. And the number one thing is James wanted the audiences to see something that they'd never ever experienced before on film. And I think we've captured that. The way we shot it, the way we put it together, the way it was edited, is going to give audiences a completely different feel when they watch this movie. And just as James touched on before, it was specifically designed for streaming. And after 3 very incredible sold-out premieres in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane. And you know what? And it's very interesting because they were all different. Every single premiere was different. The audiences we had a lot in Melbourne. We had a lot of movie people, industry people. Then others were just movie lovers, and it really worked. And we had different reactions. But I'm very proud of this. We're all very proud of this. And yeah, September 13th, it's going to be live streaming. So we asked all your audiences if they could go to YouTube to our
subscribe.
Please, to Anno 2020, the movie channel, subscribe, hit the notifications on, and then you'll be alerted when the movie goes live, which is September 13th. So please get behind it.
And James, what do you want to say? Because there's a lot of love and affection coming from all over the cities and before 13th of September.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say to everyone?
I just want to say to you guys out there that when you make such a humble movie, it's so incredible to, 1 minute you're just making it and you've just got your basic computer and you're trying to put it together. It's just so amazing, just like the people who came to the Sydney premieres, to know when we get that feeling on the 13th that the whole world is watching. We just thank you guys because we don't have those we rely on your support. We don't have the massive Hollywood marketing budget, but we're hoping in its own way that because it's something different, that we think you guys are ready for something different.
That's really good.
Absolutely.
I always remember the days when 2014 maybe Dreams Girls of Bollywood, when we are sitting together, dancing together, and
Yes.
you both are the twins together, standing right and left, and dancing. So I just must say, you guys are rocking, and the best wishes for your upcoming project. I also want to say this thing: if whenever your next movie is coming, don't forget me.
We don't forget.
We have.
We don't
I'm ready
forget.
to
Thank
shake
you.
it.
Yes.
On camera, right?
On the camera. Definitely, I got.
He didn't even have to audition, right?
Exactly. All your subscribers saw that. 100,000 of them.
Yes, definitely.
That's a deal now.
That's a deal now. And guys, please subscribe the channel, and means it's a very hard work, very like this is the real dreams come true.
Yes.
When the writer writes from the pen and is starting from the mind and the heart, and when coming on a big screen and all over the world. So it is coming on the another platforms as well.
Yes, so we'll be adding some, but at this stage we'll be adding Rumble, Daily Motion, and one called Odyssey. And then we're dealing with, we won't name it, but we're dealing with the US distributor at the moment.
Yes.
So streamer as well. So we're hoping quite a few will be added.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of up to the public again. Like,
Exactly.
if they get behind and it's sort of proof of concept, if we show there's high demand, then it'll get out wider.
Yeah, other streaming platforms will
Yeah.
come on board.
So Arun, before we are leaving, just what do you want to say about the production and behind the scenes, which you never forget?
Yes, of course. Well, we all know that it doesn't take one person to make a movie. It takes tens, hundreds, and obviously not in our case.
Big team.
Yeah, it's a big team. So everyone collectively put in to make this project happen. And like I said, everyone with their time, they were generous, especially our actors overseas. It was very hard to coordinate the times. We really, and James and Gil, their main focus was, well, here's the thing with this movie, it wasn't just scripted.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's probably the hardest thing, is that there was also a lot of improvisation. And James gave a lot of these actors freedom. They said, this is the scene, this is what's happening, let's just press record, call action and see what happens. And I think a lot of the magic scenes in that movie was unscripted.
Yeah.
Because it was real, and
Yeah.
it was raw, and it was just full emotion at the time. So what I would say is that it doesn't always have to be scripted, but what I would say is this movie is a movie lover's movie. And what I mean by that is it's not your Marvel, it's not all your big scenes and your explosions and CGI and all this. Everything is just raw acting. And if that's what you like, if that's what you want, because I don't think there are too many movies like that these days, which is just actors acting, But also, they weren't just acting; they're also being real. So what I would say is, if that's a sort of movie that grabs your attention and you're interested to see, then perhaps it'll be a perfect fit.
That's really good, and all the movie lovers are waiting for this. And Anno 2020. So friends, subscribe the channel. Anno 2020 coming on 13th of September, and a lot of platforms, but you can subscribe YouTube as well. And thank you very much for your time and doing very good work in the industry, because I saw you from a long time.
Yes.
You are really doing a very hard work and dedication with your dedication, and a lot of movies will come.
Yes.
Congratulations for that, and for
Thank
this
you.
one again, James, because your writing, it's come on a true journey in a live dream.
And his vision. It was his vision as well that made this happen. So
Thank you very much for having us.
thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone.
And thank
And
you for
friends,
listening.
let's catch up on 13th of September on YouTube. Subscribe it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.